attention. How are you, Hampton Primary? My name's Fiona. Welcome back to yoga. Today's class is focusing on finding calm and finding peace through our yoga practice. Our lives can get so busy, so full on. Every day getting through our schoolwork, doing all of our hobbies and our activities, our sports, keeping in contact with friends and family, doing all of our jobs and chores around the house can really make our brains begin to buzz. So it's fabulous to use yoga to help us calm down. Things throughout the practice like the yoga poses, breathing, meditation, and today we're going to learn about mudras, hand positions that can also help us feel more calm. So let's get started like we always do. Turn the palms to the sky, sit up nice and tall through your spine. We'll take a deep breath in and a really long, smooth exhale out. The more we extend the exhale, the calmer that makes our body feel. Two more like that. Inhale deep. Exhale super duper slow and smooth. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And then we will close the eyes, bow forward, and together we say namaste. Slow rise back up. Blink open your eyes, and we're going to change the position of the legs, changing the cross to keep the stretch even through our hips. So we will begin with a mini meditation this morning, and we will use Dhyana Mudra, which is one of the traditional hand positions that the ancient yogis used when they were meditating thousands of years ago. They found that when they put their hands into this position, it helped them feel calmer when they meditate. So we bring the left hand onto the lap, the right hand on the top of the left, and then gently pressing thumbs together. Close your eyes. Switch your brain off from everything that's been going on before you started practicing. Switch your brain off from any concerns, any worries, any thoughts about anything that's going on after, and just begin to follow your breath. Notice the sound of the breath. Notice the movement that the breath is creating in your body. All you need to do is nothing except notice your breath. Three more inhales, three more exhales. And when you finish, gently blink the eyes back open and notice how you feel, hopefully calmer. Remember, that little mini meditation you can do anytime, day, afternoon or evening. Let's make our way into movement. So we're going to come into a kneeling position. And start bringing the palms up overhead. We'll send left hand forward, right hand back. Just beginning to open and warm up our spine. And just move at your breath pace. Just working side to side, one more each way. Good, touch the palms up overhead, take a big deep breath in, and then separate the hands. Arch your spine as you come down into cat pose. Take a breath in, inhale, cow pose. And then tuck your toes, come back into downward facing dog. Have a stretch. Breath in, then lower the knees down to the mat and tuck your chin, squeeze your bottom as you roll all the way back up. Palms touch overhead. Exhale, palms down, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woof, woof, woof. Maybe have a little wag of your tail. Woof, 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 woof. Gently lower the knees. Roll up through the spine. Reach up nice and tall with the hands. One more time through. Separate the palms. Come down slowly, cat pose. Arch your spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck the toes. Good. Bend your knees as much as you need and let's slowly walk to the middle of the mat. And here, separate your feet to hip width apart. Stay in your forward folding position and bend your knees as much as you need so you feel comfortable. Keep the head down toward the mat and slowly begin to swoosh side to side like a giant piece of seaweed floating through the ocean. Forward folding positions in yoga are really good for helping to calm us down. They send a signal to our nervous system to de-stress and to be calm. Good. Come back to stillness and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Touch your palms overhead. Look to your hands if that doesn't hurt your neck. And then draw the hands back down to the heart. Lovely. We're going to bring hands up overhead again. We're going to make little fists with the thumb on top of the fingers and take a gentle roll out through our wrists. Change direction. Good. And then from there we'll bring the hands onto the shoulders and let's roll our arms backwards, warming up through the shoulders, stretching out the front of the chest, and then go the other way. Good. Back into stillness. We're going to interlink our fingers out in front. Take a bit of a wider stance with the legs, a little bend in the knees, and begin to stir the giant witches or wizards cauldron that's out in front of you. It's bubbling away with a magic spell inside. Reach right up to the sides of the giant cauldron and back around the other way. Then swap directions. Go around the other side. Big stir, making sure you're mixing up all the ingredients in the potion. Beautiful. And then coming back to stillness. The next thing we're going to do today is 5-finger breathing. So this is another thing you can do anytime that you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious, feeling frustrated. The 5-finger meditation can really help you focus and calm down. So we begin by spreading the fingers of one hand and taking the index finger of the other hand to the base of your thumb. As you breathe in, trace your index finger up your thumb, and then as you breathe out, your finger travels down the hill into the valley between your thumb and your index finger. Breathe in, your finger travels up. Breathe out, your finger travels down into the valley. Inhale, up your tall man, your middle finger. Exhale, tracing your finger, watching your finger travel down into the valley. Inhale, up your ring finger. Slow exhale down into the belly. Inhale up your pinky. Exhale down to the base of your pinky finger. And let's do the other hand. So swap your hands over, get your index finger ready. Inhale, so watching and feeling as you trace your finger up with your breath in and down with your breath out. Inhale up the index finger. Long, smooth exhale, slowly down into the belly. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, pinky finger, inhale, and then exhale down to the base of the pinky finger. Good, bring your palms to touch in front of your heart, close your eyes. And just notice whether that breathing exercise has made you feel a little calmer. Opening your eyes when you're ready, and we'll step to the top of the mat. Let's do some sun salutations. We'll mix it up a little bit today. We're going to leave out the planks and do some lunges instead. So we'll begin by stretching up, breathing in, and then as you exhale, folding forward. Take a half lift, and then bend the knees deeply, plant the fingertips down. We're just going to step one foot back, lower the knee down, and then roll up, touch the palms overhead. Exhale, hands back down around your front foot. And then we're stepping back, downward facing dog. So we're going to now lift the right leg to the sky. And then step the right foot between the hands. Slowly lower the back knee down and roll up. Touch the palms overhead, hands back down around the front foot. And this time we step up to the top of the mat. Half lift, knees bent if you need. Exhale, fold. And a super slow roll up to standing. Touch the palms overhead. Look up to the sunshine above. Hands to your heart. Good. One more round through. Inhale. Exhale, rolling down, forward fold. Half lift. You could have your hands on your shins if that feels better for you. Exhale, fold down. Left foot steps back. Gently lower the knee down and then roll up through your spine into this kneeling lunge. Hands back down around the front foot. Tuck the back toe under, step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Lift your left leg. Step your left foot between your hands. Lower your back knee down. And then slow roll up. Palms touch overhead. Exhale, hands down around the front foot. This time we step forward. Half lift. Fold forward. And then grow tall. Reach up. Up towards the beautiful warm sun. Hands back towards your heart. Okay, let's move on. Today we're going to step back with straight legs. And extend arms out. Take a breath in. And then tip your hips forward, moving into triangle pose. And then we'll slowly rise back up. And tip down. Notice where you feel the stretch in your body. Tipping up. And tipping down. This time we're going to hold. And then take this top arm and reach it down towards your front leg. Then peel back like an archer with their bow. And reach down. top hand to the sky, and then push down through your feet, slowly rise back up. And let's bend our front knee. We'll come into warrior two, this nice, strong, powerful warrior position. Let's interlink our thumbs overhead. Keep the bend in your front knee. Feel the stretch in your legs. And then let's make circles overhead. Pretend you're painting the sky with your hand paintbrush. Maybe you can even think of a nice peaceful colour that you will paint the sky with. Maybe a nice light blue, a pale green, or a dusty pink, one of those cool, calming colours. And then come back into stillness and turn your toes towards me. Give your arms a little bit of a break. And then we're going to interlink the hands behind our back. And we'll bend the right knee. And let's swoosh down and around. And then bend the left knee and come back up the other way. Let's do 3 more like that. Bend down towards your right knee. Fold forward, come all the way up and around the other way. 2 more times, just taking it at your pace, just going as deep as your body allows you to. Good, and then last one, bending one knee, straightening the other leg. And then coming up and around. Good. Let's step back up to the other side of the mat, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So this time, stepping the left leg back, straight legs for triangle pose. Arms out, stretched out nice and strong, breathe in, and then breathe out, tip at the hips. So a few more like that, gently rising back up. And tipping down. One more time. Rise up and then tip down and hold. Archer's bow. So we're taking the front hand down to the front leg and then peeling open. Hand down to your leg. And then peeling open like an archer's bow. Last one, tapping that top hand down and up, peeling open. Take a breath. And then slowly rising back up. And this time we're going to bend the front knee and then swap the link of your thumbs over, arms up overhead. And again, we're just taking those circles through the spine. And maybe you're painting the sky with your cool, calming colour. Keeping your breath flowing in and out through your nose. Good. And then turning towards me. Let's give the arms a little break. And then interlink the hands behind the back. So we're going to go the other way, this time bending towards your left knee. Down and around. Forward folds really help to soothe and calm us. And when you work with your breath and make sure you keep that exhale long and smooth, it really helps to help you calm down. One more. And then slowly rising back up. We'll bring our arms out at shoulder height and just make sure your feet are parallel now. So feet pointing forward towards me, breath in. And then when you breathe out, fold forward, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. We're going to keep our right hand down on the mat, and when we inhale, twisting up with the left hand to the sky. You can keep looking down towards your hand, or if it doesn't hurt your neck, you can look up towards your top hand. Take another breath. And then slowly releasing, left hand down, right hand up. Stay here for a breath or so. Maybe you're looking up towards the top hand. And then releasing down. One more each side, twisting up. And down. Twisting up. And down. Good. Tuck your chin. Rolling your way right back up. Give your shoulders a roll. Beautiful. And then stepping your feet together. Tree pose is a really well-known pose for grounding, for calming, for getting peaceful. So let's do that one next. To begin, we bring our hands in front of our heart, and you can choose whichever level of tree pose is best for your balance. So you can start with your right toes on the mat and your heel resting against your leg. If you're feeling more balanced, then maybe you can lift your left toes up onto your calf. And if you really want to challenge, you might even bring the sole of your foot in towards your leg. Then you're pressing the sole of your foot wherever it is into your leg. So it might be up high, it might be on your calf, or down with the toes on the mat. And your sole of your standing foot is pressing down, and you can imagine that there's tree roots growing out of your foot down into the earth below. Your legs are a solid, strong trunk of your tree, and your arms can be branches. So we can lift our arms up and maybe creating another mudra with our fingers. This time, index finger and thumb touching together, the rest of our fingers spreading out. Another popular mudra, Gyan Mudra, good for focus, good for calming. Good. Gently bring your palms back together, hands back in towards your chest, and let's go over to the other side. Maybe a little wiggle through the hips. So this time, your left foot, and just remember you can keep your toes down if you're feeling wobbly. You can bring the sole of your foot onto your calf, or if you feel like a challenge, the sole of the foot onto your thigh. Press down through your standing foot. Maybe you imagine tree roots growing out of the sole of your foot. Your legs are your strong tree trunk, and then maybe growing branches. You could again do Gyan Mudra with your fingers, creating that seal between your thumb and your index finger. Breathing here. Strong tree. And then gently releasing and having a wiggle out through the hips. Next, a letting go breath. A breath with sound to really release tension, anxiety, stress through the body. We start by reaching the hands up overhead, and then when you exhale, you're letting the breath out through your mouth and folding forward. And then slowly rising back up, inhale. And then breathe out, sigh out. One more, inhale. And exhale. Stay down low this time. We're going to bring our hands underneath our shoulders. Feet flat on the mat, maybe the heels pointing in towards each other and sitting down into a little frog pose. So your heels might be up off the mat depending on how much stretch you've got through your hips, or maybe your heels are back. See if you can sit up nice and tall. Last breath. And then releasing your hands down, and we'll come to sit down on our bottom, crossing legs. A releasing twist. Let's breathe in, palms touch overhead, and then we're twisting, bringing one hand onto the opposite knee, the back hand behind to support your spine. Beautiful, gently unravel, we'll go the other way, breathe in, and twist opposite hand to opposite knee, back hand behind to keep you sitting up nice and tall. Good, unravel. We're going to stretch our legs out in front. Take hold of the outside edges of the feet. Inhale to sit up nice and tall, lift your chest. And then when you exhale, we're shimmying the heels forward, coming into a forward bend. You might feel your belly touching against the tops of your thighs. It doesn't matter if your knees stay bent, that's totally fine. And then just gently release your head down onto your knees. Enjoy the soothing stretch. And then lift your head, walking your hands back up towards your bottom. Make sure you've got some space behind you on your mat, and take a slow roll down onto your back. We're going to press the feet down, keep the knees bent, and then just lift the hips, bring your hands underneath the back of your hips. And from there, knees in towards your chest, and then extending the legs to the sky. So the hands under your hips, just giving your hips a little bit of elevation. And from here, let's circle out through the ankles. Open and close the toes. Nice relaxing restorative position. And then back into stillness. Gently bending the knees, releasing the feet back down towards the mat. Hands alongside the body, palms face up. Let's move into our calming relaxation. Closing your eyes, making any tension releasing wriggles and adjustments through your body so that you can feel comfortable, so you can deeply relax. Be still. Notice your breath. And next time you breathe in and let the word calm float into your mind. As you breathe out, see the word peace float into your mind. Breathe in calm. Breathe out peace. One more time. Breathe in, see the word calm. Breathe out, see the word peace in your mind. From here, think of a nice, calming, peaceful colour that you love. Maybe that pale blue, a light pastel green, wash all the way up your body from the tips of your toes right up to the crown of your head. And then when you breathe out, your calming colour makes its way from your head all the way down your body, back to the tips of the toes. Inhale, your calming colour floats up your body to the crown of your head. Exhale, the calming colour floating down the top of your body, right to the tips of your toes. Inhale and exhale that colour up and down. Take 3 more breaths. And then when you're ready, just gently bend the knees, roll over onto one side, and slowly use your hands to bring you back up into a cross-legged position. Touch your palms together in front of your heart. Hampton Primary, I hope you're feeling much more peaceful, much more calm after this practice together. Remember, you can do this practice again anytime, or any of the breathing, the meditation, or the relaxation exercises we did throughout the class. I'll see you next time. Namaste.